What you are currently witnessing is a clip of me from October 18th, 2023 of me getting 52 to 100 on Accu. This was not my first run on the level, however this run was the first time where I really took a step back and thought, maybe I can beat this level. And the moment that happened, that marked the immediate downfall of my mental health. For little did I know, no matter how much skill I possessed and how much skill I obtained in this game, this level would feel like nothing more than a mere slot machine. And no matter how enthusiastic I sounded by the end of this run, and how much it seemed like I was enjoying the level, I could not have been prepared for how much this level would destroy me. My experience with Accu started innocently enough. Aside of the aforementioned back runs, like the 52 to 100, eventually I started playing from zero. Upon playing from zero, that's when they started. The pre-drop runs. Trying to pass the pre-drop from zero for the first time is the equivalent of trying to break a brick with your forehead with no background in martial arts. It is absolutely terrible. Don't get me wrong, by the end of this experience, it's going to get to the point where probably every 7 attempts or so you're passing the pre-drop, but when you're first trying to do it for the first time, it feels hopeless. And the worst part is that this hopelessness is kicking in the pre-drop, and because it's the pre-drop, the runs don't feel significant, and then 23%. And 23% is a special run to get, because that means I have finally gotten to the drop of the level. And then immediately after getting 23, I get 62%. What the fuck? I just got 62 on Accu!
Oh wait, actually?
Yeah!
Let's go! That is insane.
With a fluke run like that, you could probably guess that my ego got pretty big. Oh, if I can get that run, I'm probably gonna beat this level pretty soon. No. This is where a bit of a vicious cycle with me and Accu started to crop up. I would get a new best once per day, and every single time I got that new best, I would have a huge confidence boost, and then I wouldn't be able to pass the pre-drop. Not because it was hard, I was just consistent up to that point, but the pre-drop and the 50s in particular, I would find strange ways to die in the level, and I would just never get far. What?!
What happened?
What happened? I gotta clip that. It was like the level was giving me a freebie and then screwing me over. You know, like a casino trying to keep you coming back for more. It took me so long to get a new best at this point that my motivation for this level dipped so hard. I started to have a massive worry that I wouldn't be able to get a new best for a long time. Eventually, though, I got 75. And 75% was a big deal. Now, I had some new bests in between that, mostly just 71 over and over and over again, and that actually does kind of explain what the issue is. This wave section is way harder than it looks. There's some weird stuff you have to do where you have to try to angle the portal in a certain way, and you have to space out your clicks. It does kind of help to click in sync with the music, but this one wave part has more strategy than the rest of the level combined. It is such a strange wave section. So when I died at 75, I thought, okay, I just passed the wave. That means I am capable of beating the level. Because I was confident in what happened after the wave. Everything past the wave, I had done super fluently and consistently in runs. Surely it won't be a problem from zero, right? Can't even be mad. I knew I was gonna die there. Oh, well, yeah, okay, well, I died to the NQ, but in fairness, that's a hard click, and it's a part that I kinda expected to die to because it's weird. Surely I won't have any more issues going forward, right? No! fucking god, dude! Why?
Yeah.
What?
No! No! It's at this point where I need to get serious and actually talk about something bad when it comes to my experience with Accio. What made this level so infuriating wasn't the end deaths, it wasn't anything like that, although the end deaths didn't help. It was that I would die farther and farther in the level, eventually getting to the point where my best was 96, and then I would spend weeks just grinding and dying over and over at the pre-drop. The frustration that started to build up for me made me genuinely sick, and I don't say that lightly. I mean, I got physically ill from stress. This level pushed me to my limits in a way that I don't like, and let's just say that I don't think that I could have handled it if I didn't have people there to support me. So, this is where it's time for me to thank the people who supported me. Personal thank you to Wild Seal and Rev. You are both fucking legends, and if it wasn't for you, I would not have sat through Accio and beaten this piece of garbage. Also, thank you to Esfragovsky. Yeah, all of you supported the hell out of me throughout this, and if it wasn't specifically for the three of you, I don't think I would have been able to do this, so, thank you. And when I say that if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have beaten this level, I mean that with all sincerity. What this level did to my mental health just wasn't okay. Like, the only reason I didn't drop this level was because I had progress past the 90s, and to just drop Accio knowing I could have done it would have probably been worse for my mental health than playing it actually was. So, you know, but I really wanted to drop it, and I was so close to giving up, and, you know, it really badly affected my mental health, and, you know, it got to the point where I had to sort of stage a self-intervention in my own head, and eventually I gave myself this restriction where I was only allowed to play 300 attempts a day. And then I did less than that because I would spend most of the day playing Call of Duty because Modern Warfare 3 is actually a good game, and Accio is not a good level, so I wanted to play Call of Duty more than I wanted to play GD. And I think that really sums up why Accio is such a bad level for me specifically, and why it was such a bad experience. With other levels, I just stopped playing them and play something else. Accio made me want to stop playing Geometry Dash for a little while. One of my biggest passions in life, the thing that my entire channel was centered around. I was so frustrated that I genuinely had the thought of, do I want to keep doing this? Of course I do. I just don't want to play Accio, but, you know, it really just had my head spinning, and, you know, to say it's a relief to beat this level is an understatement, but all of the depressing shit out of the way, let's finally get into the completion, so I can wipe my hands of this piece of filth for good.
Two physics just killed them all.
Oh my god, I just beat Accio! I beat Accio!
Dude, I literally, I am so glad that I alt F4'd my game that that moment and watched your stream.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my god,
Holy
bro.
shit, I just fucking beat Accu! Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, scary. G freaking G.
Oh my god! And it doesn't...
I was really
you know what?
nervous watching that.
I had one of the worst experiences I've had with a level. Like, I don't think I've ever had a case before where a level has actually been detrimental to my health. The only thing I can think of is way back when I first beat Traction for the Demon Gauntlet, I had my heart rate go up and that scared me, but I don't think I've ever, especially my mental health, I don't think I've ever had a level just throw me through for such a loop, but, yeah, I had to give myself, like, a 300 attempt a day cap so that I just didn't play this level too much. And, wow.
How many attempts?
Yep, it's time for the big moment. Let me pull up my calculator on my iPhone. Alright, let's see. Wait, no shot!
What?
No way, dude! No! Okay, 10,000 flat plus... Alright, 2,118 plus 2,240. 14,358 attempts. So,
Jesus.
with how miserable my experience with Accu is, I'm about to piss off the entire GD community. This level is an insane demon. I don't even think it's a very high insane demon. I think this level is easier than Crimson Clutter. I didn't, like...
Are you ready for the hater comments of...
Dude,
scary
people...
back with the bad opinions type shit?
Yeah, though I'm gonna get the pitchforks, but genuinely, I think this level is significantly easier than Crimson Clutter. And, I mean, people argue that Crimson Clutter is an extreme, so I guess by that logic, maybe you could argue that I'm saying that Crimson Clutter is an extreme demon. But, like, to me, Accu is, like, the exact same difficulty as Rupture. I just had a really bad experience with it. Just looking at this, there's obviously the many, pre-drop deaths. I mean, I'm gonna have shown all my deaths, but yeah, there's all the many pre-drop deaths, and then I fluked from 23 to 62, then I got 71, 75, 85, 96, and then, there were a lot of deaths at the end once I gotten around the 85 range. I will say, lots of people told me that Accu is one of those levels where the more you play it, the more it just embeds itself into your muscle memory, and it becomes like one of the most consistent levels of the game. And I agree with an asterisk. The entirety of the level up until the 70s becomes some of the most consistent stuff I've ever played. But basically everything after that, like, infamous 70 wave, it's really chokeable, especially the parts where you have to start, like, holding between your clicks. It's kind of weird. I gotta say, too, my experience is gonna make people think this level is bad, so I'm actually gonna clarify. I think Accu's a great level. I just think I had one of the worst experiences I've had with a level with it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I think the level is bad. That just means I had a bad experience with it. I think it's a perfect entry extreme. Oh god, I'm so glad to be done with this.
Simon, hit that notification. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't think I'm gonna beat another extreme for a long time. Maybe I'll do some, like, side practice on Bloodbath, because I was already doing that, but aside of potentially no promises, maybe doing Bloodbath, I don't think I'll be doing another extreme, because this has been so awful for my health. But I had a lot of fun with it up until that sort of torture session that was having an end death, so yeah. Alright, yeah, I think I've said all I need to say. Yeah, GG.
GG.